Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Andrew Benson. I'm the Deputy General Manager of Southern Midlands Council. And I've had the pleasure to work with Tony Bisdee, OAM, with the development of a grant application under Saluting Their Service that was funded through the Department of Veterans Affairs and that has produced this panel and the plaque and the sandstone block. If we look at these trees, these macrocarpet trees were planted at the end of the First World War and on this, the Midland Highway. And in fact, if I think about it, that given that John Bisdee lived just around the corner here for part of his life, he would have probably gone through these trees or past this area. And in actual fact, given that he could have been here 100 years ago when they planted these trees.
My name is Edwin Batt, yes, and I'm the Mayor of the Southern Midlands Council. And it does give me great pleasure in welcoming you all to Melton Mowbray, my home, to witness the revelation of the display panel and the unveiling of the commemorative plaque today in recognition of Lieutenant Colonel J.H. Bisdee VC OBE, some 125 years after the action which saw him being the recipient of a Victoria Cross.
And just to explain that these medals are a replica of the original medals that John left in his will to the museum, then Tasmanian Museum, and the miniatures to the Army Barracks in Davey Street, Hobart. Why are we having it here at Melton when John is interred at Jericho? And I think when we looked at the reasons why, that he spent most of his time living here at Melton and living at Hutton Park, and also at Tedworth, the old London Inn. And also importantly, he enlisted here for the First World War, and his name is on the plaque. We're very proud of John, and it was said in dispatches from the First World War that he was a very brave and humane man. He was awarded, and we're particularly proud of the fact that he was awarded the Victoria Cross for the saving of human life and not the taking of human life.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the privilege of attending the commemorative unveiling of a plaque in honour of John Hutton Bisdee, VC OBE. He was born in Hutton Park in 1869, educated at the Hutton School. Then he returned home, worked on the family farm until 1900 when he enlisted with the Tasmanian contingent that deployed to South Africa in the Boer War. Bisdee's citation reads, approximately, 1st of September 1900, Bisdee was on a forward scouting patrol which was ambushed by a company of Boers. 6 out of 8 of that company of, patrol were injured, including Bisdee and his commanding officer. Bisdee, with complete disregard to his own safety, dismounted, placed his commanding officer on Bisdee's own horse and managed to convey him to safety under heavy enemy fire.
It's an extraordinary act of bravery that earned him the Victoria Cross. And as a cavalry officer myself, that moment resonates deeply with me. Bisdee risked his life riding straight into danger to save one of our own. That bond of service and sacrifice, of risking everything for your comrade, is as exceptional as it is timeless. Though he departed for war a Tasmanian, he returned and received his Victoria Cross as an equally proud Australian at this time when our nation was newly federated. He was, as he was in the Boer War, scouting new ground as the first Australian-born soldier serving in an Australian unit to be awarded the Victoria Cross. Notably, Only 101 other Australians have followed in these footsteps and received this honour. His dedication to Tasmania and our young nation did not end in the Boer War. He continued to serve as a commissioned officer in the 12th Australian Light Horse and later joined the Australian Imperial Force during the First World War. His leadership, including that as Assistant Provost Marshal in Egypt, saw him be recognised with an OBE and reflect a lifetime of service. Colonel Bisdee is without question the epitome of the Tasmanian and Australian soldier. Brave, committed, humble, dedicated to service, and unwavering in commitment to his duty. His great example is one we, in the 12th 40th Battalion, the Royal Tasmanian Regiment, strive to follow to this day. His legacy lives not on just in medals and citations, but in the values we seek to uphold every day in our service. As we stand here, beneath these commemorative trees here in Melton Mowbray, we honour not just a man, but a tradition of courage, loyalty and service. We, the soldiers and officers of the Royal Tasmania Regiment, continue to walk in his great footsteps. May we continue to honour his legacy as we do so. Thank you.
Would you like to take the... Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel John Hutton Bisdee, VC OBE, 1869 to 1930, Melton Mowbray. We the community remember and acknowledge with respect this occasion of the 125th anniversary of his action at Warmbard, Transvaal, South Africa Boer War on the 1st of September 1900, for which he was awarded the Victoria Cross, lest we forget.
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still singing bravely fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if ye break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
They shall grow not old, as we to the left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemned. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.
Thank you very much, and thank you to everyone for attending. It's very much appreciated, and I hope you've enjoyed the service. Thank you very much indeed.